Well, 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 well. Well, here we are again with more food heresy. Honestly, I knew at one point during this month that the proposition for food heresy would pop up once again. I knew it would. I knew at some point in my life, in the year 2026, I knew this would creep up once again. And here we are. Kitty, you know who you are. Parties involved. You are to blame for this. Just wanted to let you know. I apparently also have some more people tuning in today. Hi, hello to all of you. Let's get started, shall we? Heaven help me. Yo, peoples, QSFew92 here, putting some lotion on my face before we get started with today's session. Because my face needs to be correct when I'm addressing the masses. Moisturize, because it's cold outside. Dry skin is very real. Mentally, I am not overly prepared for what I'm about to endure today. My whole family is here in the house, so they may hear me hollering and screaming. But welcome back to Food Heresy. To those who don't know, these are sessions where I look at food that is made that makes me question how people manage to get a kitchen in the first place. Do you need a license for a kitchen? No, but these people tend to tell me that you need a license to own a kitchen in certain cases. So here we are with Josh and Mama. You know, they're a mainstay on this channel for individuals I question. Why do you cook? I know we need food to survive. But I just question why. Why? Why do you cook? So let's look through some of the things that they have. First off, always boil your chicken. First of all, Mama makes her famous chicken stew. Now, Kitty was telling me that it was like, what, baking soda in there with it? I don't know if I trust chicken that looks like that. I don't know if I trust chicken that looks like clay.
Hello, class. Today we are going to be making your favorite foods. Oh, Timothy, what are you making? I'm making chicken. Isn't it supposed to look like something? No, this is how my mom makes it. Oh, okay. Does it need any colouring? No, it always looks like grey. What?
That's how that chicken looks to me. Mama makes spam smash burgers. Stop. Spam smash burgers. Oh no, when you boil chicken, it can expel the white foam. Right. You told me. Spam smash burgers. Mama's famous meatloaf. Now, you can't be, okay. When you bake, sorry, the emote is blocking it. When you bake it, it's the goopy jelly stuff. Got it. Okay. However, you can't trust meatloaf from everybody. I don't know if I trust meatloaf and you say above the image that it's gray meat. I do not trust gray meat. What else? Always add chili to your ramen. Huh? What? No! Why? What is that? What is that? Oh, I didn't see this. Kitty, I think you tagged me in this, but I didn't look at it. Mama makes pineapple ketchup meat. Huh? Ah! What is that? Mama makes pineapple ketchup meatballs. Also, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I was late. Denim, actually, I fed Denim, but a little while afterwards, he kind of threw up just a little bit. So we had to deal with that. That's actually why I was kind of late, because we had to clean a little up after Denim. He's fine now, but yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why I was a bit late. So sorry. I said nope. All right, this is the one I said nope to. Okay. So let's look through this. Chocolate rice, applesauce bread. What even is this? Turn old stale donuts into the best cinnamon rolls. You want to know what the best cinnamon rolls are? Actual cinnamon rolls! What you mean? Oh, we got some old Krispy Kremes. Oh, he's not sick. Just had some indigestion, that's all. Just he drank his water too fast and he ate too fast. He's not sick. So Denim's fine. He be doing this to himself. But let's take Krispy Kreme donuts, stale ones, and then we'll turn them into cinnamon rolls. You want to know why people don't be eating stale food if they have other available food? Because stale food is stale. It means it's getting old. This ain't like you refurbishing a brand new dresser and it's like new again and you can use it. Nah, food don't work like that. I've seen Kitty work on drawers herself, refurbishing them, putting lacquer all over them. Mama gonna come check on me? I'll be fine. They watching some show in the man cave right now. They're fine. They ain't gonna worry about me. They've grown used to the fact that me hollering in my room is par for the course. They're already used to it now. But turning old stale donuts into the best cinnamon rolls. What is this? Mama makes cabbage lasagna. No. Why? There is so much heresy in front of my eyes. I know they mean well. I know they do. They're so famous for meaning well, but that don't make it right. That don't make it right! What is this? What is this? Crescent roll peach cobbler. What? Is that butter? What is that? What crescent roll peach cobbler? Like Pillsbury crescent rolls? Like you're just taking the whole thing out and then you just... What are you doing? Hold on, sorry. Oh, cool. Awesome. My new tiers for the membership have been approved. We are good to go. All right, time to let people know. What crescent roll casserole? Why are you dumping the dough in there? Is that butter? That better not be giant sticks of butter all over it. Why is it so watery? The cobbler is not supposed to be watery! What is this? I haven't even started a video! Air fryer pasta. I don't trust it. Company is laughing? Well, I'm glad. Hey, I'm doing my job, so that's good enough as it is. Let's stop beating around the bush. Let's check out some shorts real quick, and then we'll check out the full pickle cookies. Oh, no! That better not be chocolate. No. Why? Pickle. I'm gonna try to be calm, but I think it's already too late for that. Pickle cookies. I'm mad. I am upset. I am thoroughly upset. What even is this? There's one normal cookie. There's one normal cookie. There's one normal cookie in this batch. You see pickles in the back, pickle cookie in the back, pickle cookie in the back. One that only has one less pickle. And then there's just one cookie that's just bare by itself. Is this the runt of the litter? Is this the one that didn't make the grade? Is this a failure of a cookie while the rest are pickles? Why are you making pickle cookies? Why are you mixing chocolate with a pickle? This ain't nobody having no babies. Ain't nobody having no baby food cravings. What even is this? Stop making stuff you see on the internet just because it looks cool. TikTok is a blight. It is a blight on this land to humanity because the most insane stuff appears on TikTok and people go, I want to make that, not realizing whether it's good or bad, and they think just because it's on TikTok, that means it's worthy to make in the kitchen. Stop the nonsense. I'm already tired. I'm already tired. It is only 12:50 p.m. in the afternoon. It's not even 1 o'clock yet. Tired. I am mayonnaise pork chop. No. I gotta get my table out. You know, there comes a point in every man's life. I haven't even started anything. Just the image is bothering me. There comes a point in every man's life where he realizes there's only so much he is willing to put up with in his life. I am turning 34 in March. I don't know how much lunacy I can take from these people who think, oh, it goes in the fridge, it goes in the oven, let's cook it! I don't know where you get these ideas from. Mayonnaise pork chops, chocolate rice, pickle cookies, green pineapples, green eggs and ham, turning meat green. You know, in most societies, people will look at green meat and go, that's not good for you. Why would you make a whole ham? I haven't even started a video yet and I'm already crashing out. Congratulations, Kitty. It hasn't even been a full 20 minutes and I'm already done. You had 8 chocolate chips melted on buffalo chicken wings. See, if those were cravings for a woman who's expecting, I'd understand. That's normal. Despite how crazy it sounds, that one's normal. But when you do it voluntarily because it seems like something I feel like doing, no! Stop! I'm about to yell again. Y'all can't see my cursor on my screen, but you can already see what's probably gonna make me scream again. Bacon grease, salad dressing. Why have you done this to me? I feel like a bacon grease salad dressing goes against everything that makes a salad a salad. Let's take one of the healthiest food items in the world and cover it in grease. I'm done. Okay. No, we ain't going to no we ain't going to no drivers. Okay, let's just look at some of the shorts and see what lunacy I'm getting myself into. Let me make sure the desktop audio is on. Why? Why do this to me? It's a good laugh. I understand, but my goodness. Mama's full Christmas spread. Who going to your house? That. Why is there cheese on the pineapples that are green? I'm sorry, my brain locked up for a moment there. Why is there cheese on the pineapples that are green? Cause you love being chaos and chaotic? Yes, you do. You definitely do. That doesn't surprise me at all. What is this? Why is there cheese?
Merry Christmas, everybody. I was wanting to show y'all our Christmas dinner spread today. So we did go with a Grinch theme. So this is what we got. So we got our green eggs and our green ham.
Okay.
And our green grits and our toast.
Right.
Okay. Our spaghetti noodles and our spaghetti sauce right here.
Why is the spaghetti sauce green? No. Why? The spaghetti is already green. Why are you... The spaghetti is already green. Why did you try to make the sauce green? No. Why is the meat sauce green? It doesn't have to be pure green. You understand, right? How about just make the plates green? Make the table mat green. Make the utensils green. You ain't gotta make the food green, cause when do you see the Grinch eat anything green? What even is this? What are we doing?
And y'all,
What
we
is
tried
this?
dyeing the meat green, but you can't really see it.
Because of the sauce.
No, I can see it. My eyes are fine. You can't really see it. No, I can see it. I can clearly see the green. I see meat of green. Intestinal problems too. I'll see you groan while it runs through you, and I think to myself, gonna be in the bathroom all day. What? I can see the green. What you mean you can't really tell? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean you can't really tell? You don't see the green in the food. You don't see it. You can't, I can clearly tell. I see the green more than I see the brown of the meat and sauce. That is, my eyes are attracted to the green of the food more than the rest of the food. I am distracted by the green in the food. What you mean you can't really tell? That's the first thing I notice. You want to know how I notice? Because throughout my history of being a person, my family has cooked food with meat tons and tons of times. From my mother's homemade spaghetti all the way over to her immaculate Italian goulash. And you want to know the first thing I notice in the food? Anything irregular. There's rarely anything irregular in my mama cooking. But if she ever put anything new in the food, I'd immediately notice it because it's out of the norm. And you want to know what's out of the norm? Green in food that does not have anything green in it. This is just straight up meat sauce. I don't know of any meat sauce where it's predominantly green, unless it's a Shrek-themed piece of food. Y'all remember when they had green ketchup and green condiments and green this and green that because Shrek was such a large name? I remember that. Never had it, but people remember. This is not one of them times because we ain't getting no Shrek until next year. But I noticed the green. What you mean you don't notice the green in your own food and you cooked it? How do you not? How can you say you can barely notice it at all? You cooked the food. You cooked the food. If you're the one, no, we're moving on. We're moving on.
But the meat did turn green.
It was green for a little bit, and then we added the sauce.
What you mean it was green for a little bit? You mean to tell me this meat was more green than the brown it is now? Throw it out. Throw it out. Throw it out. Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away.
Sauce.
Yes. Now we got our the Kool-Aid pie. Now y'all, this
I will never, see, you'll have to excuse me. Both Kitty and her company, please excuse me. It's just that there's, it's not like this is a lot to process. It's not. It's just, I'm just trying to comprehend the thought process around these dishes. We have green ham, green eggs, green grits, green grits. I've had regular grits, and I've had cheese grits. Cheese grits are amazing. Green grits. They used to it? Yeah, they used to it. No. I cannot get behind this. She is not invited to the cookout at all. No, she's been banned several times over. Love your mama. Josh too. But no, you cannot, you are not invited to the potluck. You will not be requested to cook for any homeless families during the upcoming holiday food drive. You will not be commissioned to be one of the people to provide Thanksgiving dinner for any people who are in need. You are permanently banned from any places that would require your assistance in anything culinary. You are hereby prohibited from coming near any establishment that says, try our utensils, make your own dishes, and get judged by people. You are hereby! Your company used to it, let it go. Oh, okay. So I have free reign then. Okay, good to know. Thank you. So, my thing is, you are hereby banished. You are expelled. You are expunged. You are permanently removed. Your name is written out of the book of accepted cooks who can do anything for anybody. You are excommunicado. Winston himself from John Wick has put out the bounty on you for you to never be able to cook anything in public ever again. How this lady managed to get on the news not once, not twice, but 3 different times promoting her food is beyond me.
pie crust just crumbled to pieces when I tried to spread that out.
It's all going to the same place. It's
I
fine.
know. And we got our green pineapples, mayonnaise, and cheese.
We
You lost me. You lost me. You lost me. mind you, I'm already far gone. If I was on a deserted island with Josh and Mama, and I had to rely on them to feed me for me to survive just a mere 3 days, I would accept my fate, welcome Jesus, and I will tell Jesus with open arms, I am here, I hope I did good, and I would just pass on. I would not eat her food. I would forage for myself. I would survive on my own. And if push came to shove and I was not able to eat anything, I would just accept things as they were. And I hope the Lord tells me, job well done, my good and faithful servant. Because I am not about to eat anything from this woman. And mind you, we'll be on a deserted island, so there's high doubt that there's going to be any pineapple cheese or mayonnaise on there, but I almost knocked off my own earbuds off of my ears. I still would not eat anything from her because I know how you are. I know who you are. I can't trust anything that you cook. I'd rather catch fish with my bare hands and eat them like Gollum. Fish and birds are so good to me, they're juicy sweet. Gollum, I would rather eat and live like Gollum than eat anything from you. I'm sorry, let's move on.
Never done that before. That's cool.
And I didn't even know if it was going to work.
Yeah.
But it did.
It looks...
What? Why would you say it? I didn't think it was going to work, but it looks like it did. You ain't even eat it yet. You just made it. I think it worked. The food is stationary. No one's eaten it yet. It works when someone eats it and it says like, that sure is good. And as soon as your back is turned, poof, and just spits it right out.
And smells so good, Mama. Like,
you are lying. Ain't no way none of this smells good green. There is no way. Cause I feel like when it comes to Mama, I feel like, and she means well, bless her heart, I feel like she goes around and she makes these dishes, and she's singing like Jack. There are few who deny that what I do, I am the best, and my talents are renowned far and wide. And like, no, they're not renowned. People just know of you. You are not a cook. You are a kitchen lady trying to make stuff, and people are looking at you wondering, how did you ever get a kitchen and utensils to make stuff? Stop. We're not even through
so
any.
excited to
This
dig
is just
into-
one. This is just one. This is just one. This is just one. We didn't even get to the chocolate rice. We didn't even. Making me choke up in here. That was not like a sick leftover cough. It is literally. That's literally just a phlegm cough. I'm sorry. Ugh.
The ham kind of turned blue though, for some reason.
That makes it worse. If it went from green to blue, joke's on you.
I can't help that. I don't know what happened with that, but so anyway, y'all. I hope everybody has a very happy Merry Christmas. Bye, y'all. Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's just the green pineapples. This is gonna be a long session today, isn't it? This is gonna be a long session today. This is gonna be a long session today. Ah, heaven help me. Heaven help me! Okay. Now for the pickle cookies. I'm not ready. Where did you get this idea? Who told you this was fine? Who told you this? I need to know this person. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to this person. 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 I just want to give me a 10-second head start. I just felt good. I just want to talk to this person. I just want to talk to this person. I just want to talk to this person. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. Who told you? Who told you about pickle cookies? Who? This better not be a home recipe. Because if it's her, I can't talk to her. But at the same time, I do question where you even got this idea. Let's see what this is.
So, Mama, what is this?
Okay, so hear me out. Okay, I saw this video where they was putting pickles in the chocolate chip cookies, and they say you get the sweet with the like salty flavor together.
No, you don't. Nope. They're kind of cute though.
Oh, I'm not finished.
Oh.
Now we're gonna take another cookie and put it on top of the pickles.
I haven't even looked at chat yet. I haven't peeked at it, haven't looked in that direction. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. A minute. Just a minute. Just not even a minute. Just like a good 30 seconds. Okay? Okay. I can handle ridiculously difficult bosses in video games. I can handle long, drawn-out chapter readings of books. I can handle reacting to crazy things happening in the gaming world and the world itself, though some subjects I don't even touch on. But I feel like, despite everything I can handle, I'm not even opening my eyes yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Too much stimuli. You understand? So this helps. This helps. This helps. So I feel it is crazy how I can handle things in video games and everywhere else, but this is my weakness, where my patience runs thin, exponentially slower and lower than any other thing I react to in life. I find it so perplexing how I can handle everything fine and calmly except for this. I don't understand why. Maybe it's because it's food, and I have a genuine respect for food and people who cook food well. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's my level of standards that I look towards for people preparing food. Maybe. Not yet! Not opening them yet. Couple more seconds. Maybe. I don't know. Why is it this? Specifically this. This is the thing that breaks me the most. Why? I could spend 7 to 8 hours fighting one boss. I could spend copious amounts of hours reading. No problem. I could do it all day. But this is like I can only take for a little bit. Why? Okay, now my eyes are open. Yo! Hey, sir, it's good to see you. Good morning to you. Crashed out about 15 times. Oh, you're keeping count? You're keeping count? Thank you! But my thing is, first, you don't need, Mama does not need to be on the internet. She does not. Secondly, it's bad enough you did. I pray for my strength. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I'm made of sterner stuff. I will endure. My sanity will still be fine. All it takes is just like a good hour on Warframe, and then my brain is just flushed. Yo, Ozzy, good to see you. Stay with your grandparents. They used to eat buttermilk and cornbread, and so did I, but I can't see myself doing it now. See, here's the thing, though. When you're with your grandparents as a kid, your standards when it comes to food isn't as big or as major as it is when you're an adult. When you're an adult and you understand the quantities and qualities and the differences between good and evil and good food and bad food, you start to understand that a little bit more. So as I approach 34 years, I start to realize that there are just certain things that should not be. Not after this stream. Oh, no. It's going to require more hours of Warframe, me playing something else entirely. It is going to require something else. Cause here's the thing. I hit 1,500 days on Warframe. I got a 7-day booster. So I'm going to be using that. I'm just going to drown my sorrows and my pain in Warframe. Or boot up Borderlands, because I've been doing a lot of crazy stuff in Borderlands lately. So, but here's my thing. I say all of that to come back to this. You put pickles on chocolate chip dough, and then you want to top it with another thing of chocolate chip dough, as if you're making a snack cake, but the inside is pickle. Normally it'd be cream, like a fluffy cream in the middle, commonly, usually, regularly, normally. But this lady right here wants to have the filling be pickle, but the outside to be cookie.
So it's gonna be like inside the cookie.
Like a stuffed cookie.
Yeah, like a stuffed cookie. You just lay that on top of the pickle. Yes.
I wish somebody would try to give me a cookie and say it's stuffed and in the inside is pickle. We gonna fight. We fighting. We are fighting. Never quite understood the whole now and later with pickle craze. Wait, eating now and laters? Like the candy with pickles? That's a craze? That's a thing? That's a thing. Huh? That's a thing? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm holding up the video, but if I ever come across anyone say like, "Oh, this is a stuffed chocolate chip cookie. What's inside?" It's a surprise, and I chomp on anything that isn't like liquid chocolate on the inside, we fighting. If I find out there's pickle inside, we fighting. If I see that it's any sort of vegetable inside this, we fighting. If it's anything that does not coincide naturally, and I said naturally, something that is a natural flavor accelerant, something that is a natural flavor complementer. If I taste anything that does not complement this chocolate chip cookie, we throwing hands. And then you're not invited anywhere near me. Yeah, they would put annihilators in the center of a pickle back in middle school. Wow, never heard of that. I never heard of that at all.
Just like that.
Wow. I feel like when it cooks, though, the pickle juice is gonna seep out the pickle, and then you're gonna bite into it. It's just gonna be pickle juice coming out of it.
Don't say that.
So if you could do this with pickles, I wonder what else you could do it with.
A cheese.
No. Hitting the table! Hitting the table! No! We're not doing that! Keep the cheese out the cookie! Keep it out the cookie! Cheese does not need to be in chocolate chip cookies! Stop! Stop the madness! That's enough!
Like a cheese bomb, so when you bite into it, it does the cheese bomb.
Right.
Say you would never know what was inside those cookies.
And that's how we fighting. That's how we fighting. You did it on purpose. You did it on purpose. Just to hide what was inside. Just to see people's reaction. My reaction is we gonna fight. We are fighting. We are gonna fight. Your relatives are not gonna like me because I'm gonna get you for the old and the new. I still haven't forgotten half the stuff you made on this channel. We gonna fight. Not me and mama, obviously. But if anyone ever did this, and I know them, we fighting. We are fighting. This isn't like, oh, I'm gonna verbally assault you. No, we are... No, I'm putting my Vaseline on my arms. I'm taking off anything that can be pulled on. I'm taking my headphones out. No, we're fighting. We are fighting. If I ever get anyone who makes a cookie and there's hidden stuff inside and it's not something that goes with chocolate chips, we're fighting. We are fighting.
Oh. Them cookies got big, didn't they?
That's because you put too much dough.
Angel May.
Hey.
Every time y'all send mama something, I'm gonna make y'all come over here and try it.
All right.
Cause she's always trying to get me to try it.
Oh. We might be trying it from the pan.
You might just gotta get a fork and try it.
Well, then
Josh, you gonna try it? Why?
Oh.
It's not bad.
What?
It's not bad.
The pickle's more salty
Like too salty?
in the cooking. Let me try
I could've
this
used
again.
a little bit more pickles.
Really?
Could use another pickle.
I bet if it was cool, a little bit cooler,
Right.
it'll probably
Right.
taste better. Because I just don't believe in hot pickles. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I would do is just have the cookie and then bite a pickle. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, now you go in with the pickle.
Better?
Mm-hmm. I'm fine with that.
So next time you want to try cheese in it?
We could like a mozzarella ball, maybe.
Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mozzarella?
Inside the chocolate chip cookie? Let's go for it.
Get me away from this. Now, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this?
I mean,
It kind of sounds right, but... Mama, what are we making today? Oh, I'm so excited.
me too. So today we're making Ina Garden's brownie pudding.
Oh. Okay, first off, you want to melt your butter. That's a good first step.
Now you want to take 4 eggs and 2 cups of sugar and you want to blend them together for 5 to 10 minutes.
That's a long time.
I can't help that.
Y'all, the next step, let us explain what we just did.
So after you beat your eggs
Mhm.
and your sugar,
For 5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes, you're going
Ish.
to add 3/4 cups of cocoa,
Mm-hmm.
a 1/2 cup all-purpose flour,
Mm-hmm.
a tablespoon of vanilla, and a teaspoon of salt.
Boom. So y'all, this is what it looks like when it's all like stirred together. And let me tell you. Oh. I'm about to lick that bowl.
So after you get your cocoa and flour and everything
Mhm.
mixed in, you're going to pour in
The
2
butter.
sticks of melted butter.
I forgot to tell y'all that a while ago before
Yes.
I dug into it.
All right, Anonymous. Yeah. Get out while you can. Get out while you can. Don't even wait. Don't even wait. Rest well, my friend. Yeah. What did you expect? What did you expect? There's only so much insanity. And the thing is, Anonymous, he be so calm. He be collected, so professional. But even someone as awesome as him has limits. We calm people have limits that we are only able to withstand for such a period of time. We can only take so much. Only so much. I find solidarity in peace. I really do. Oh, I thank God for peace. But when I look at this woman and everything that she does, it fills me with not even anxiety. It just fills me with longing for quiet. Longing and a desire for peace. In my own mind, mind you, in my own mind. Can hear the groan across the ocean. I can hear the sigh. No words are being spoken, it's just... That's all you hear. That's all you hear. No words need to be spoken. The sigh is everything. Depending on how forceful and how long it is, you can tell just how done a person is. It's just like... When it gets to the point where you can't say any words and you're just sighing, that's how you know. That's how you know it's bad.
You want to put your brownie pudding in a casserole dish of some sort was smaller than this.
Yeah, y'all, this is all we had. I think it's too big.
You're going to fill it about halfway up with hot water.
Okay.
Then we're going to put it in the oven at 325 for 1 hour.
1 hour?
1 hour.
That's a long time.
So what we did was 45 minutes at 325 because we have such a big pan.
Yeah.
You really need a smaller pan.
Smaller, deeper, like.
Yes. But we're gonna trust the process.
I'm scared it's messed up, y'all. This don't look right.
Yeah. Kinda.
So I don't know why ours has these bubbles in it.
In my opinion, on our.
I don't know why this brownie pudding that we put in the oven at 350 degrees for an entire hour, I don't understand why this heat susceptible piece of food was bubbling the whole time. I have no idea why any of it was bubbling up. I can't put two heads together for it. I can't think for the life of me why this food that was in an oven for an hour at 350 degrees, why it has the bubbles in it. I don't know. Could it have been the fact that it was in some place heated at 350 degrees for an entire hour where things tend to bubble up when heat is applied to it? No, I don't think so. It don't seem like anything like that. Maybe it was something that we did wrong in the recipe. I don't understand why it continued. Why has it got the bubbles in it? How come it couldn't subside? It's not like heat causes things to bubble constantly when it's constantly at a hot temperature. It couldn't have been that. Because as far as I know, once something gets to a 350 degrees, despite being in that same environment, it is capable of cooling down and we won't have to worry about the bubbles. So I don't understand why there's still bubbles in our pudding here. You don't understand why there's bubbles in your pudding after keeping it inside of a space where it was constantly heated, perpetually heated at 350 degrees for an entire hour! Nope, can't figure it out.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Hell.
If we had the right pan,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been a 10 out of 10 all day.
That's what we're thinking caused these bubbles and everything. Like, that's.
Here's my thing, though. You couldn't try and test it in the corner? You done took a whole chunk out of the middle? This is like a family member coming over to your house for Thanksgiving, and they see a pie, and they just cut a portion out of the middle of it for themselves, ruining the whole pie. And they're not even good at cutting. They just take a chunk out of the middle, and they eat that part, and it just ruins it for everybody else. I can't trust anyone who divides and cuts up food like this to test it, and they do this. And then you want to eat the rest of it. Because that's when you're supposed to chop it into sections. Divide it.
Top don't look right.
I mean,
It kind of sounds right, but.
I just feel like.
There's base in that. Disowned? Oh yeah, they getting disowned. I catch any family member eating the dessert from the middle rather than slicing it and taking a piece out. No, they're never getting invited to the house ever again. They're never coming to the house ever again. Once again, I'm sorry to the company over at Kitty's Place. Please forgive me. My outbursts tend to pretty much be limited to crazy things I see in games when I'm playing them and Josh and Mama related stuff. And also the You Should Know podcast, which I don't think I'll be able to react to, because that's the Beyond part, but I don't know if I should be able to react to that, simply because I don't know if there's kids around, and those guys, they tend to be very, very loud and belligerent, and I don't want to expose your kids to that just in case. But Josh and Mama is pretty much one of the few things outside of games that can get me riled up this way. Ooh, you know what we ought to do? I wonder if they have the High Guard gameplay video, because I've been wondering about that game for quite a while. I wonder if they have that. Hold on, let me see. I can't even spell High Guard. I'm just putting this off to the side. I can't even spell High Guard. Okay, so there's the official launch showcase. Yeah, there's the official launch showcase. It is 25 minutes long. We'll watch that later.
different pan would have gotten us there.
Right.
But as far as flavor and everything,
Oh, hell.
and texture,
Right.
amazing. I mean, you.
All right. Mama makes pork chops in a bag with mayonnaise.
So, Mama, what are you making?
Josh, I'm going to be making these pork chops in that bag right there.
Oh. But dang, I don't want that much in mine.
You just want one spoon on yours?
Just
Okay.
one.
Oh,
Oh.
that's still a lot though, ain't it?
Okay. Oh. I ain't never seen you do that before. Okay.
These are the carrots.
Hot honey.
Do you want some of yours?
Try it. Try it. Oh.
Mm-mm. Oh, it's like a regular carrot. You don't want a carrot?
I'm gonna skip that on mine. So why do you drain the potatoes but not the carrots?
Because that's where the flavor is on the carrots. And the juice.
Let me explain to you why you don't need to use the juices inside of the can. You're not really meant to eat that. Did you see she touched the spoon to the pork and still kept scooping? Contamination! Contamination! The juices inside of a can, when it comes to vegetables, you're supposed to drain that out. Why? Because those juices are just meant to preserve the vegetables. It's not like, ooh, it's in broth, you can have it. Most of the time, people pour that out because it's only meant to preserve the food inside the can. You don't pour it over your food because it adds flavor. No! Stop doing that! And she'd be so serious. She'd be so serious, just going like, it adds flavor. Yes. You're supposed to put the flavor on top of the pork chops with the mayonnaise and the carrots and everything else that I put in there.
Juice. Do you want green beans in yours?
Oh.
No.
The fact that you're mixing the juices together. She's 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 mixing the juices together.
Do you want some? I'm sorry.
Oh, give me
Now you apologize?
a bit more.
Huh?
Yeah. Loki, if this works, like it's so easy. Why do you?
Well,
What?
why do you think it ain't gonna work?
So that's all you putting in it?
Because he knows who you are. That's the reason why he questions if it'll work. Because he knows you!
That's all I'm putting in mine. You want something else?
Why you got an attitude?
Because, I mean, if you want something else, you need to tell me now before I put it in the oven.
Why did you wait all the way up until when it's ready to be put into the oven to ask him if he wanted something else? Why would you wait until you're about to put the food in the oven to ask him if he wants something else? That would be like my mom creating a big old feast. And while everything has already been in the oven, already roasting, she comes to me and says like, I didn't know if you wanted anything. Did you, I've already put the stuff in the oven, but did you want me to make you something else instead of what I'm making you? That would be unheard of Because she doesn't do that! Better late than never. Should have been never!
Yeah.
We'll do that.
For how long?
Until the pork chops are done.
Mama, what is going on?
I do not think there's supposed to be smoke coming out of your oven. That's not steam.
Oh. Wow.
If those bags explode, it's going to be third-degree burns. Cooked it at 400 degrees.
And look, it's already going down.
That was not steam, that was smoke. That was smoke coming from the bags. Because the bags were starting to cook. If it was regular, we wouldn't see that. The bags themselves were smoking. It wasn't the food inside, it was the bags. I honestly feel if bags start getting to the point where they start smoking, that means they're starting to slowly enter into the stage where plastic starts to want to melt. And the last thing I want is melted plastic on pork chops. I'm just saying.
It's deflating. Whoa.
You see?
Whoa. Smell it?
I do smell the green beans. I think these are ready.
Oh, that's done.
Let me see.
Oh.
Yeah, they done.
I don't trust that.
Yeah, you're
I don't trust that.
You sure?
I don't trust that. I don't trust that. No, 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 no. I don't trust that.
Where? There we go. Yeah.
Kinda.
What you mean kinda? It's done.
Yeah.
No.
That's good and tender.
You can literally just throw anything in these bags and it just cooks right up.
Look, a 1 bag meal.
Nah, I don't trust that.
So, Mama, what are you making?
Josh, I'm gonna be making these pork.
I don't trust that. I don't trust that when the meat looks white like that. I don't. Meat needs to look a little bit darker if it's been cooked properly, but I don't trust that at all. No, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. No, no. Now, this is one of the things that made me crash out at the beginning. Mama makes pineapple ketchup meatballs. Pineapple ketchup meatballs. You know what? I look at these and I'm so grateful I have a family who knows how to cook. My sisters know how to cook, my mom knows how to cook, and I'm learning. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. There are so many things that we don't appreciate in life. Like good food, and 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 good food. There's so many things people just take for granted. When you have a family that knows how to cook, you are blessed. You are blessed. So when I look at this, I just wonder. There are kids starving in Uganda. Will they eat this? Would they eat this? I'm wondering if the starving kids in Zimbabwe, the starving kids in insert African section of the world here. I wonder if they would eat ketchup, pineapple ketchup meatballs. I feel like there's only a certain amount that some people would eat. I feel like there's a time in every person's life where they just say no. Say no to bad food, kids. I'm gonna look at it, but I'm not gonna like it.
And what's this called?
You done already lost me a few seconds in. You done already lost me. I'm done. I'm getting up. I'm getting up. I'm getting up. What have you done? What have you done? You lost me when you just started pouring the pineapples and the pineapple juice all over the meat. Last time that happened was because we needed to talk about the chaos you brought. You brought so much. So much. You brought so much chaos. It's only 1:39. It's literally about to be an hour already. It's about to be an hour already, and it's just been nothing but non-stop brain dragging. Just witnessing whatever you want to call this, because this is not food. This is made up. It's fiction. We produced it out of our own minds. This is not something official. Gordon Ramsay would be looking at this and say like, "Oh, that's disgusting." Everyone would look at it and go like, "Nah, I don't want to eat that. I don't want to eat it. I don't want to eat it."
But you never refuse food.
I do now. This is the first time for everything.
Pineapple ketchup meatballs. We're gonna cook it over rice.
Over rice! Why you added rice to it? Pineapple and ketchup meatballs over rice. What do you mean over rice? Huh? You mean it's not by itself?
And that's what she said.
Josh,
How much ketchup?
2 cups.
2 cups.
You lied. You lied to me. Why the title says pineapple ketchup meatballs. You did not say it was going to be over rice. Why are you adding Kitty, I'm about to lose it. Oh Lord. Lord, make me over again. What? Why? It's bad enough that pineapples are being added to the meatballs. No. See. You need to hear this. You need to hear this. Everyone, you need to hear this. It's bad enough that the pineapples are being added to the meatballs. It's bad enough that you're adding ketchup on top of it. It's bad enough that you just surprise me out of nowhere and say we're gonna put it over rice. Now you're adding grape jelly! You're insane. About to, dude, that happened before we started. You know what I mean! Now you're grape jelly on top of ketchup, on top of pineapples, on top of meatballs. You're crazy.
Maybe she's crazy. Maybe she's crazy. Maybe she's crazy. Probably.
Why jelly? I need the answer to this question. Why jelly? Why are you putting jelly on this? No, this. Why? Why is there jelly on top of ketchup? Jelly and ketchup. You don't put those two together. I don't know where you got this idea, but you need to suffer memory loss with this specific recipe. The rest of your memories you can keep. You can keep them, but you need to forget this. What is this? This is an abomination. The Codex Astartes does not condone this action. What even is this? This is heresy. This is literally the title! The title! You see it off to the side? The title! You see the image? The title of this stream is heresy. This is not food. This is an abomination. This is blasphemous. This is sacrilegious. This is an affront to the divine. Why would you put jelly on ketchup, on pineapple, on meatballs? You're crazy.
Well, dang.
Well, that might work. That might work.
Might work? So you're just putting it on there just because you think it might work? Not because the recipe calls for it? It's just because you had the bright idea? It's not even bright. It's a dark idea. It's a dark idea. It's a dark thought from a very dark place. This is a dark idea. What? You didn't? This isn't even part of the recipe. You just added it on just because? Banned! Banned!
Because I was thinking that it wasn't going to be sweet enough, but then I forgot about the pineapple.
You forgot the pineapples were even in there, and then said to yourself it's not gonna be sweet enough, so you put jelly on top of it after you forgot you put pineapples in it! This is the first time I have ever sat on my bed for this. This is the first time I have ever sat on my bed for heresy. This is the first time I've ever sat on my bed.
I didn't think he was gonna be sweet enough, and then I remembered the pineapples.
So now you can't take that jelly back. You can't put that jelly back in the bottle because that's contamination. Okay? That's contamination. And no.
So it will be. It will be.
What else?
Gotta add some garlic.
You smell it?
What did you say?
What else?
Gotta add some garlic.
What did you say?
What else?
Gotta add some garlic.
What did you say?
It will be.
What else?
Gotta add some garlic.
You ever is this what madness is? Where is this what madness is? All it takes is just one bad day. Is this literally that moment the Joker was talking about this whole time? Where all you can do is just laugh at everything else? Meatball, pineapple, ketchup, grape jelly, and now just straight up garlic from the container. Which means that this garlic probably has a glaze over it or some sort of marinade inside in order to preserve it. And you want to put this concoction, this poison, over rice. This is poison. Poison. This is poison. This is poison. This shouldn't be mixed together at all.
You smell it? It's strong.
It is strong. I will get.
Then why are you putting it on it? What even is this? This is something you would tell your kids, take whatever you want from the kitchen, take this pot, mix it all together. Yo, brother, Hey Q, what did you and Steph stumble into? Also Warframe later, since I'm not tired and home if my net holds up. Sure, of course. I reached 1,550 days on Warframe, and I got myself a 7-day booster for affinity, credits, resource, and resource drops. I don't have one for mod drop chance or anything of that nature, but I got a 7-day booster all at once. I spoke to a whole bunch of people across the Reddit and over on some of the moderators that I work with for WB, and they said, getting the boosters was a far better thing than just 30,000 Endo or 50,000 Kuva. The only time I should see meatballs and jellies is if I am making homemade meatballs and it's mixed with chili sauce and seasonings. See, the stuff you're making makes sense. Chili sauce, chili jelly, I can understand that. Chili jelly. But she's mixing the you don't even notice the bottom of it. Guess what's underneath the ketchup? Pineapples. Guess what's underneath those pineapples? Meatballs. So it's meatball, then pineapple, then ketchup, then jelly, and right now she's just adding garlic to it. She's adding garlic, and this is supposed to go over rice. I got out of my chair multiple times because of this one. It gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. But now she's adding garlic to it.
Give it
Oh my
that.
gosh, I never seen so much ketchup in one place. Wait, low key, watch these be the best meatballs we've ever had.
And right, because usually the things that you think.
Don't put those thoughts in her head, making her think that she's actually doing good. Don't. Josh is an enabler. We've realized this from like the second session I've had a food heresy. He is an enabler. He enables his mom to keep doing this stuff, this ridiculous stuff, and be like, all right, I'll try myself. No, you're enabling her. You're letting this stuff happen. And she thinks because you're telling her, no, it's bad, don't make it. You're just telling her, no, it could wind up being very good. The pineapple, garlic, and jelly could work with chili sauce, but definitely not ketchup. Dude, look at it. The whole thing is nothing but ketchup. Would you like some meat with your ketchup? Would you like some jelly with your ketchup? Would you like some pineapples with your ketchup? She literally filled the thing with ketchup and then put jelly and garlic on top.
Don't work.
What is that? Minced onion? Chris, my brother. I've been yelling pretty much almost this entire session because of what I've witnessed. It's officially been an hour. Pretty much an hour of me screaming back and forth.
Dang! There we go. Mama!
No. Don't let her cook. Bro, I've been saying that for over a year now! The sound, you heard it. That's what got my attention. Sometimes I don't like how good these earbuds are. I regret hearing that sound. That sound just told me nasty. Disgusting. Ugh. This food is literally the physical manifestation of the sound. Ugh. It is literally that. What even is this? This should be in a pot while adding to cook off extra moisture. Where's my bread? I'm watching Where's my bread? I'm watching an idiot sandwich. My brother. This isn't even half of the short yet. This is the prep stage.
This is going to remind me of, like, with the pineapples in it, of like tropical type.
So I see it.
That's all I'm doing to it. That's it.
Oh.
So, you know the family? The killer infected family from Resident Evil 7? And they had that big old table and they were just eating this rancid looking meat. Flies all around it. It looked absolutely disgusting. That's this. You know, the Baker family. Yeah, the Baker family. The Baker family. Welcome to the family, son. That's this. Nah. Nah, that's a nope. That's a no from me. That is a no thank you. That is a I'm sorry, my people need me, and then I fly off into the air. I drove to this house. I drove to the house. I just flew off because I did not want to go in there. Brother, you haven't even seen the half of it.
Josh, get out of my meatball.
Because here's the thing, kitty. Chris, he can cook too. But you have no idea of the insanity and lunacy that we have witnessed on this channel, this particular channel in general, and how many times I have crashed out due to Ravi! Not due to Ravi, but hello, good to see you. You gotta do the mayo jelly. What? What? What did you say? Mayo jelly? What do you mean by that? What do you mean mayo jelly? Mayo jello. Mayo jello. What's cooking? Heresy. Oh God, she has the short. Oh Lord, she gave me the short for it. Oh Lord. Hold on. Let me put it off to the side. We'll check it out in a sec. Let me just wait for Discord to fully catch up. I can't wait to get a brand new PC. But no, wait, is this the one where it says I took mama's phone away? Hold on, is this it? Hold on. Wait. Hold on. No. Hold on, let me go to the shorts. I took mama's phone away. Where? No. No! No! What do you mean? Beans, tuna, cheese, and mayonnaise. Mm-mm. Apple juice pie? You're on a diet, can't watch delicious food. I'm out of here. None of this is delicious! I think the good thing about this, Ravi, is that it'll make you not want to eat. Apple juice. Apple juice. Not apple. Apple juice pie.
What?
Let's see.
Low key though?
It smells amazing. I know. What is it?
A spider?
Where? On my face?
What is that?
Get it. What is it?
I don't know what that is.
Get it. All I got to do is cook some rice.
Caroline might be on.
That was a mosquito. That was a mosquito on her. That was clearly a mosquito. The body was long. That was a mosquito. Why you got mosquitoes in the house?
Well, you know what?
What?
I just like the way it smells.
Is it finally done?
Yeah, it's ready.
Wow.
That smells so good. Oh my gosh.
Mmm. Yeah. Wow.
That looks good.
How is it? What?
It was good. It was hot, but it was good.
Oh. Does it taste tropical like you was thinking?
Not as much as I was thinking it was gonna be.
So Caroline was on it.
Yes. Now you know what I'm thinking now?
What?
We never did it with like strawberry jelly.
I just sit in bewilderment sometimes. Oh, we tried it with grape jelly. Now let's try it with strawberry jelly. Okay.
The meatballs. But you know they got, is it pineapple jelly? You could probably do it with that too.
Nope. See, Chris, you and I, we in the same demographic here. We in the same demographic when it comes to food. That's a nope. Straight out of the deepest pit of the inferno. Ain't no way anyone, or no. Tuna jelly. No. I'm not doing that because I'm gonna eat myself some food. I don't tuna jello. Tuna jello. Spam turkey. What do you mean spam turkey? That's not how you do a turkey. So we got beans, tuna, cheese, mayonnaise. I'm not looking at that. Mayonnaise jello is the one Kitty wanted me to see.
So where'd you see this?
On TikTok.
TikTok is cursed. TikTok is cursed. Let me say it again for everyone in the back. TikTok is cursed. It's a blight upon food. It is a heresy upon anything edible. It is the enemy of edible. TikTok is cursed. Giving this woman ideas.
God dang, that's strong. I think you put too much mayonnaise.
I don't think I got enough mayonnaise.
What? Is it really?
Ha. You ever look at something disgusting and all of a sudden your mouth gets all hot? Not because you're hungry, but because it's just like, it don't feel right. Why my mouth getting warm? It's just, why am I squinting? It's not like it's bright. It's not like my desktop light is bright or anything. It's just like, part of me doesn't want to look at it. Why? What even is this?
No, I gotta add a couple more things to it.
Mm. It's kind of like a salad.
Yeah, like a carrot salad almost.
Right.
Add these pecans on top.
And give it that crunch. Right.
Spread this out.
You wash your hands. It don't matter. You the only one eating this.
I bet this is about to blow my mind.
Your lunch looks good today.
That's a dessert.
Your dessert looks good today.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I need a pineapple.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah, look. Mm-mm. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
So here's my thing. Who else is eating that? Because you taking the same spoon you testing it with and dipping it back into the food. You're taking the same spoon you're testing it with and dipping it back in to keep testing it. Who else is eating this? You just contaminating the food just by you're double dipping. You're double dipping. You're double dipping.
what? Is it?
That's good.
Can you taste the mayonnaise?
You cannot taste the mayonnaise. As crazy as it sounds, you can't even taste the carrots.
Well, dang, what you taste?
The pineapple and the lime.
You taste the pecans?
Mm-hmm. Well, they're crunch from the pecans. I got an idea.
What?
Cliff and Mary need to try this.
Oh, we should send some to Jennifer. To the
Oh,
bus shop. Let
we
me try.
should. Put it.
Why you poisoning folks? Why you say like, ooh, we should send this to this person and that person? Did they ask? Did they ask? I don't think they did. Ain't nobody asked. Who asked them? Did you ask them? I didn't ask them. Who asked for this? Why you gonna darken somebody's days by giving them this? Don't you ain't gotta do nothing for me. Josh and Mama, you never have to do anything for me. They'll probably never know who I am in this lifetime at all. But you ain't got to do nothing for me. No. I love you from a distance, a far off distance, a distance where my mouth is fully clear. Mouth and nostrils and eyes are fully clear. You ain't got to do nothing for me. No. Oh, we bought you something that we made. Oh, thank you. Aren't you gonna try it out? Oh, I'll try it once I'm on break. But you're the only one here. Yes. But I like to be ready whenever customers come in. Don't worry, I'll try it out. Okay, we'll see you later. That thing, here's the thing. I'm going to be thorough in destroying it as soon as she leaves. I'm telling y'all now. If I ever got a dish like Mama's from somebody, oh no, I'm going to wait until they gone. And then I'm going to scatter it to the winds. It's not even going to go. It's not even going to go directly in the trash where it can be seen. It is going to be put in individual bags, sectioned off. So it would be literally impossible for anyone to tell that I just threw it away immediately. I'll be thorough. I'll scatter it all over the place. No one will ever know. No one will ever know. Ain't no way you gonna bring this to me and I ain't asked for it? And you hoping that I eat it just because you made it? You think that's a good enough reason for me to eat your food just because you made it at the house? You can't be eating after everybody. Not everybody can cook. Not everybody can cook.
We'll wrap it up and take it over now.
You would make this again?
Look up B. Dylan Hollis pork cake. I don't think I want to. I get my spider sense is tingling. It's tingling, telling me that I may not like what I find. It's telling me that I may not be a fan of what I see.
enough people to eat it. Yeah.
All right, Mary and Cliff, what did y'all think about it?
I thought it was really bad.
The first honest person on this whole channel, thank you! Someone sane! Someone in their right mind! Thank you! You gotta do it? Oh, great, thank you. Fine.
You liked it. You kept going into it.
Cliff is gonna make this for his family dinner tonight. He could eat.
All right, Mary and Cliff, what did y'all think about it?
I thought it was really bad.
You liked it. You kept going into it.
Cliff is gonna make this for his family dinner tonight. He could eat that all day long. He
I actually do
loves
like
it.
this. I like Dukes anyway, but
I'm not
Okay,
trying to
that's
be
true.
mean. I just really didn't like it.
either.
Okay, good.
No, I'm not a fan
Validation.
of it.
I feel better now.
No. So where?
I'll give you 2 blue Iatan stars to watch it. In Warframe, you'll give me the most plentiful Iatan stars in the whole game to me? I don't need no Warframe incentive. It's gonna cost platinum. I'm kidding though. I would never charge you, brother. I never would. Never will. But, okay. Yeah, he bribing me. Bribing me with in-game inventory drop items. Bribing me. How dare you? How dare you? Okay.
Where'd you see?
Hold on. I gotta type. B. Dylan. Hollis. Pork cake.
Pork cake? Pork cake. What are you doing with that pork? Oh, you know, just baking my cake. Eggs. A cup of sugar. The only type of dates I can get. These ones also end in pieces. Blackstrap molasses. Cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg. It already looks like the Great Depression. This feels illegal. Finger the pork and batter. You've got the wrong man. Add flour. Thanks. You ever see a sewage pipe burst? Bake in a moderate...
No! What even is that? What even is that?
oven. No need to get political. Don't tell Gordon Ramsay. Good. I need therapy. Oh boy. It tastes like a question mark. A good question mark. Bake this for someone, but don't tell them till afterward. Pork cake?
That person's gonna hate me if I bake it and I make it and they eat it and I don't tell them until afterwards. They're not gonna like the deception. They're not gonna like the deception at all. Why would you lie? Why would you say this? Why would you not tell me what this is? Yes, a brother. You have a brother of chaos? Don't you two get any ideas? That's ridiculous. Ugh. So we've seen the mayonnaise jello. We've seen the mayonnaise pork chops. We've seen the ketchup, jelly, meatball, pineapple, garlic, minced onion. What is this? Sloppy Joe tater tot casserole. Most seasonings mama has ever used. Pearl onion boil. Caramelized onion and garlic spaghetti. Chocolate rice. Oh, so he has like ridiculous recipes, this dude? Secret cornbread of Nebraska. Peanut butter fudge, banana fritters, cottage cheese delicacies, toast water. Fairy bread, bourbon balls, sauerkraut balls, white chocolate pumpkin oatmeal cookies, zucchini bread, vanilla wafer cake, funeral potatoes, orange sherbet salad, lettuce cookie bars. Yum Yum salad, dangerously lemon pie, rock bottom pie, tater tot casserole. Yeah, I can see he does recipes. One of these is toast water is literally from the beginning of the 19th century. Georgia cracker salad, spam cookies, ammonia cookies. What are you? Ammonia? Why would you name your food that? Why would you name your food ammonia? Ammonia, you know, that incredibly pungent cleaning liquid? Ammonia cookies? Seafoam salad, puppy chow, shortbread, whoopie pies, candy corn on the cob, frozen hot chocolate, Charlotte Russe. Charlotte Russe I know of. Mystery pumpkin pie. If your food has mystery in the front, I ain't eating it. Kool-Aid pie. Hot beef. If your beef ain't hot, I question it. Charleston Chewies. Soda cracker pie. Powder cake. Great Depression tapioca pudding. Ranch cornbread. Cursed. 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 Coffee loaf. Peppermint bark. Pfeffernuss. Didn't think I'd know how to say that word, did you? Eggnog pie. 7-Up salad. No. 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 No, 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 now, 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 no, 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 no. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done with food heresy. We're going to the beyond part. I can't take no more. I can't take anymore. I can't take anymore. Josh and Mama done mess me up all day today. Okay? I cannot take any more looking at what Dylan has made. I'm done. I'm done with food. I'm done with food. We're moving on to see if this High Guard game that also drops today, well, has dropped today, has any hope of ever surviving Because there's no way a game like High Guard is going to get announced. You need to do a B. Dylan Hollis stream. He's awesome. Maybe sometime in the future. But I take breaks from food-related streams when Josh and Mama are involved. We go on hiatus for a minute. But ain't no way a game like High Guard gets introduced as the final big reveal of the Game Awards of 2025. You don't hear anything from the developers. You don't even get posts or videos from the developers. Jeff Keighley is the only person who's promoting it, saying like there's only a couple more days left. And then you get a post the day before saying, "Hey, we have stuff to show you on Monday," which is also the same day the game launches. So the only time we have bore witness to anything related to this game is literally the trailer they showed at the Game Awards last year in December and today. The gameplay you get from the game is literally the same day as the game launch. It makes no sense to me. So I'm kind of curious, before I write the game off completely, because I already have, but I at least want to see what the gameplay is like. Mind you, I'm never touching this game. Never. I'm done. It looks so generic. It looks like literally the same thing we've always seen. And all these streamers who were flown out to play this game but were told that they couldn't say anything about it until the day of launch, literally flown out 2 days before the game launches, and they're under NDA, and they were under NDA not to say anything, but they could only talk about the event and not the game itself. That doesn't paint a good picture either. So let's see what High Guard is actually like. This is 25 minutes.
Get ready in there. We're coming in. Let's race. Today, my destiny blooms. Reinforcing a wall.
Let's get this job done.
Some loot here. This one's got some bite. Attacking! Dropped an enemy.
Smells like you need some upgrades.
Enjoy.
Storm brewing. Shield breaker forming.
I have the shield breaker. Throwing fire!
This is the fun part! Calling in the siege tower!
Attacking!
Get ready in there.
Hiding in place. Everyone with me, let's go!
Getting this bomb planted.
Let's show them who we are.
I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Mind you, this isn't the game for me because I don't play games like Apex Legends. And you say it looks like Apex mixed with Fortnite? That's because we have some ex-developers of Apex and Titanfall making this game. Mind you, they're also the only people publishing this game. This is also a free-to-play game as well. But I am not moved by the fact that there are Apex and Titanfall devs who are working on this game. That doesn't move me. I fell for that trap before with Callisto Protocol, and now I don't trust it when a game says, made by the people that gave you Apex Legends, created by the makers of Apex Legends and Titanfall. I don't trust that. I don't. Because they're trying to use prestige and the, good popularity behind those names to draw people in and not letting the game stand on its own 2 feet. So I'm just very, very apprehensive. I'm just very, very apprehensive about a game that wants to tell you that it's made from people who made much better games, and they're making this one in a market where we already have Valorant, Apex Legends, Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, Deadlock, and so many other squad-based hero shooter type games, and now they want people to play this as well and dedicate time to it, while there's already a market full of people who have already given and dedicated time to their games.
Hey,
Sorry.
I'm Chad Grenier, game director and studio head of Wildlight Entertainment.
And I'm
Also, real quick, you told me to check out foods. Hold on, let me check. Let's see. See? That looks like food. That looks like food. That's food. That's real food. Real food.
Jason McCord, design and creative director.
Today we're here in our office to walk you through every aspect of our new game, Highguard. 4 years ago, the two of us, along with 60 other veteran developers that have worked together for over a decade, all made the leap from large publishers to form our own, fully independent game studio. From the start, our mission was to be a design-led studio where gameplay always comes first.
And in those early months, we spent a lot of time playing games that inspired us. We played battle royales, survival games, extraction shooters, and many others. In particular, as we were playing survival shooters, one aspect of that genre that really caught our attention was base raiding. Could we take the thrill of raiding another team's well-fortified base and isolate that into a competitive experience that we could play over and over again? But this isn't a survival game. It's not a base building game. It's what we call a PvP raid shooter. We wanted to utilize our experience making well-crafted first-person shooter maps to design bases that were always fun to attack and defend. And most importantly, we wanted to ensure that we were making a shooter. We love making shooters. So now we're excited to show you exactly what a PvP raid shooter is and what makes Highguard special.
Here we go again, gang.
Summoning great assistance! Moving in for the attack. Follow me.
Okay, real quick, I gotta stop this. Am I the only one who feels like the UI seems a bit intrusive? Like, maybe the icons need to be reduced in size just a little bit? Am I the only one who sees it this way?
The generator here.
Perfect. I'll take it. Planting a bomb. Woo! We're gonna burn this place to the ground.
At its core, Highguard is a new mode between two teams of 3 wardens each. To start, each team chooses a unique base to defend. This is your main stronghold, while you ride out to fight in the open territory to secure the shield breaker. The ultimate goal of the match is to use the shield breaker to successfully raid and destroy the enemy team's base before they can destroy yours.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I feel like the UI on this is a bit busy. It just feels busy to me. Mind you, this is just a visual aspect. The gameplay is, 25% smaller. It doesn't need to be so small where you can barely notice it on your screen, but I just feel it's taking up more screen, and you're paying attention to that more than what's going on in front of you. It feels like it could be potentially distracting.
Each warden is built specifically for Highguard's PvP raid mode. They combine tactical skill with powerful magic. You'll have your choice of characters with unique abilities designed around destruction, infiltration,
hiding in plain sight,
and resource acquisition.
Some Vesper to mine here.
The magical abilities of our wardens supplement combat,
Ice wall formed, my friends.
but we're still a gun game at our core. You've got your team of wardens, now it's time to choose your base. Prior to venturing into Highguard, you'll be randomly presented with 4 options for your home base. Your team will vote on which one feels like the best fit for you. The enemy team gets the same 4 choices. Each base is the size of a classic small team deathmatch map. They all have different layouts and visual styles, but most importantly, distinct attack and defensive strengths and weaknesses that depend on your playstyle. Once you've selected your warden and your base, you spawn in. You have 1 minute to plan your defenses and pick your starting loadout. Every warden can use any weapon. Select your primary, secondary, and your raid tool. You can change your loadout at the beginning of every match. Each player also starts with 5 wall reinforcements, which they can use to armor up different areas of their base. Once the defensive phase is up, your base unlocks, and your team mounts up and rides out.
Time to ride!
Teams are fighting for control of the Shieldbreaker, which is the key to starting a raid on the other team. But the Shieldbreaker takes a few minutes to form. During this time, players should explore different points of interest and loot better gear. You can find upgraded guns,
Got a saber rifle.
armor, better saddles, and magical amulets that are imbued with perks.
Weapon chest here.
But stay alert. The other team is doing the same, so skirmishes are inevitable.
Enemy here. Everyone with me, let's go.
Stick together as a team to have strength in numbers, or take a chance and split up to get more loot for yourself.
Everyone just remember where you came from.
Also around the map are crystal formations called Vesper.
Vesper to mine over here.
Use your Warden's Axe to mine this valuable resource. You also get Vesper from kills
Quick, swift, clean, and done.
and from successfully attacking or defending a raid.
Defusing the bomb! Watch my back!
Copy that.
If you're not having luck finding the loot you need, Trader Flynn is a great way to supplement your equipment.
Whatever you need.
Yeah, that was Kenzo. He was barking.
He can be found in your
We
base
let him out.
or out in the open world.
Had to go out.
He will
He had to go
happily
out.
sell you better armor, guns, and gear.
Appreciate the kindness.
So hunt down or purchase the best loot possible and win those skirmishes.
I don't start fights. I end them.
During the gear up phase, always make sure you're keeping one eye on the sky.
Storm's brewing. Shieldbreaker should be ready soon.
When the storm forms, the Shieldbreaker's location is revealed. It randomly spawns in one of 3 unique points of interest. Once that Shieldbreaker forms, nothing else matters. Rally up and fight for possession. If your team manages to secure the Shieldbreaker, your objective is to get to the enemy base and start the raid. But the enemy team will do everything in their power to stop you from getting to their base.
Gang, time to attack.
If you die, you'll drop the Shieldbreaker, and the enemy team can pick it up
Let's mount up and soar to victory.
and run it to your base and start their own raid. Once you get to the enemy base, plant the Shieldbreaker.
It's not my cup of tea either. Mind you, I said this during the Game Awards when the trailer showed, and we didn't even get any real gameplay. We just got, specifically spliced together snippets, heavily edited snippets. But even then, I could tell this is not my cup of tea. But the more I'm hearing it, it's like, yeah, I'm never going to play this because it just feels like a whole bunch of extra. I don't know if it's just me, but maybe it's the way I think. This video's putting me to sleep too. Maybe I'm of the mind of just make it, you don't need to be overly complicated. You don't need to fill it up with a long checklist of everything you need to account for in order for you to understand how to best utilize the game, because a lot of games just give you simple objectives. They tell you what your abilities can do, what they can do with other people, and they just send you on your way. You don't need to take a course to fully understand how everything works in this game. It just feels like a lot of busy work to me. Like a lot of extra work for you to get to the point where the action really starts. Because in the time it would take you to do all of this, you probably already been through like a match or two in Marvel Rivals or Overwatch or Valorant or Apex Legends. All those you would already be going through heading to your next match, and the time it takes for you to even prepare for this main one here in Highguard. So it seems to me that some of the stuff that you would normally be breezing through in these different games, you're slogging it in Highguard. I don't know. And I need to stress this. There's only so much time people are going to dedicate to a free-to-play game until its novelty wears off. It needs to grip you. It can't just be like, oh, and my heart goes out to anyone who thinks they're going to make a YouTube career out of just covering Highguard, because I don't know if it's going to be able to match up to anything close to Apex Legends, simply because Apex Legends has been around longer. Marvel Rivals still exists, and they're constantly dropping new stuff. Deadlock exists, though that's a Steam game. And you got all these other games that are free to play, mind you, that many people are already dedicating hundreds of hours to. And now we're getting yet another hero shooter type game, because I know they're trying to call it a PvE raid shooter. But what this is literally just another hero shooter with added trimmings on top. The only thing that makes it different is that your end goal is to destroy the enemy base at the end of each match in order for you to win a match. But other than that, you take that away, it is literally nothing more than just another hero shooter that we have already seen several times over. No matter how you try to dress it up. No disrespect to the devs. I'm pretty sure they think it's a wonderful idea and is going to bring in hundreds, if not thousands, of people to play their game all the time. But this is just what it is. It is literally just another hero shooter with added trimmings. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing revolutionary, just a variation of what we have already seen already. It's not anything new. It's not anything to tell your homies about, because, I mean, there's other games that do what it's trying to do, because it's trying to do things we've seen in games already. Capture the base, destructible environments, gaining loot so that they can be upgraded as well, because Apex Legends does that. Apex Legends already do it. Yeah, it's a game in an already oversaturated environment. That's what happened with Concord, and we all know that game didn't even last a full 2 weeks because people were bored by the gameplay itself didn't hold up, and the character designs were less than stellar looking, because if you're going to play a game where you get to choose characters you're going to be playing in a match, those characters have to look cool, those characters have to matter, and they have to be appealing to the eye. Because no one wants to play a game where the characters are not appealing to the eye. It's going to be all like, I'm enjoying myself, but I kind of don't like how this character looks. You lose the visual appeal when the characters don't look engaging. So when you have these characters that look like, where is he? When they were talking about wardens. Yeah, when they were talking about the wardens, some of the designs just look incredibly generic. Like the one main character that could throw the spears, and his hair is just like your trademark main character swept up hairstyle, like we haven't seen that 700 times already. I don't know. And the other one looks like a sniper that's basically like a watered down version of, what is her name? Not Farah, but the other lady from Overwatch. Then you got the big guy who's also like a big animal type dude. That's Winston. It's just that we've seen this before. We've seen this type of gameplay before. We've seen these types of setups before. Yeah, I don't see how it's going to be successful. And here's my thing. I commend them for saying like, yeah, we want to be our own independent studio. And we want to do our own thing without being tied down by any companies who are publishing us. So we're going to publish ourselves. But at the same time, you got to think realistically. Not everyone can say, oh, we can run this ourselves. We can do this ourselves and we'll be just fine off. And we'll be able to have people's attention as much as any other corporation and any other game studio that's being, published by a bigger name. We'll be able to do just fine. Would you be opposed to watching the tsunami video today? Didn't you say that I could watch that, for myself, or me doing an actual reaction to it? I'm trying to remember. And you also gave me that video as well. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, you sent me that video. Yeah, because you said it had some, it said it was probably a bit too graphic in certain instances, and you also said that it probably might be good for me to just watch on my own, probably not do a reaction to it as a whole. I believe you did say that. So, maybe not live. Yeah, maybe not live, but do an actual video of it, then that's fine. Yeah, I could possibly do a video of it. I mean, I don't see why I couldn't. So, video, yes, but not live, though. So, yeah, I think I could do that. I think I could pull that off today. But, yeah, back to this. We've seen this before.
Start the raid. The raid begins with the summoning of your siege tower that will break through the enemy's outer shield and become your spawn point during the raid.
We're getting raided. Jumping back to defend.
The defending team will be able to teleport back to their base, so be ready to fight.
You better be ready!
Once the shield has been broken, the raid begins. The enemy base contains objectives your team will need to sabotage and destroy. But in order to successfully penetrate a well-defended base, you'll need to use your Warden's abilities and your raid tool. Every Warden comes equipped with one raid tool of their choice. You can choose between a rocket launcher for a more straightforward approach, a zipline gun for when your attack plan requires coming in from above,
Attacking target B.
or a blast hammer when you just want to bring it all down.
Path clear. On me.
Different tools are more effective for different bases. Once inside the base, your objective is to sabotage enemy generators.
Let's blow this place sky high!
Once the bomb is planted, you'll need to hold the objective while the enemy team tries to flush you out
I'm defusing the bomb. Watch my back.
and disarm the charge. Each base has 2 generators and an anchor stone. Team tries to flush you out.
Okay, so here's my thing. If you're already, and this is an animation thing. If the bomb is on the generator and the animation for defusing the bomb has your character already taken the bomb off, what's to stop you from literally running outside with the bomb in hand and just throwing it away? Why go through the whole process of defusing it if all you gotta do, if you're already holding it and you're trying to disarm it, just throw it outside? See, if you had an animation where the bomb was stuck to the generator and you were defusing it that way, and then you could pick it up and throw it outside, I'd understand. But the animation has you taking the bomb off of the generator and disarming it. But it's in your hand, so you don't need to stay, because one thing I can say is, it's probably one of those animations where you have to stay close in order to fully disarm it. While you hold the bomb in your hand, it's all like, sure wish I could figure out a way to get rid of this bomb, and then you're just disarming it, but I gotta disarm it, and I can't go out. This game, you're out already? I don't blame you. Because when you think about it, if I'm holding the bomb, why not just throw it out the building? So that way, they can't use it. Because I guarantee this is an animation where you have to stay close in order to disarm it. Even though you're holding the bomb in your hand, for some odd reason, the bomb will just magically appear back on the generator again if you move away from it. If I'm picking up the bomb, I'm running. And I'm going to disarm it, and then I'm going to throw it away. But this, I don't know. This just feels like,
I'm defusing the bomb. Watch my back.
And disarm the charge. Each base
yeah,
has
if
2
you're holding the
generators.
bomb, why are you still standing close to the generator? just leave. If you can take the bomb off the generator, first of all, that bomb is not placed. You was out long ago. Oh, I'm out too. It's just that I'm just kind of curious about the gameplay to see if it's something that's gonna last the year, and I don't know if it will. I don't know, cause everyone's all hype when a game comes out, but if it doesn't have the content and the substance to last, that hype is gonna die out. Then goes the novelty. Then goes the appeal. And then it goes. And Jeff was so happy and so hyped to hype this game up, but it's like there's really nothing here that makes me go, okay, Jeff, I see what you're cooking. I give it 2 to 3 months. I give it 2 to 4. I give it 2 to 4. And this is just me giving my honest opinion. You'll have a lot of people who are currently out there playing High Guard and saying like, oh, it's not that bad. It don't look that good either. We're no longer in the realm of gaming where you can just bring out a game and feel just because it does something just slightly different than what everyone else has been playing for years already. Sure, this deserves a chance to be up there with them. I don't think we're going to be seeing any esports with High Guard. I don't think we're going to be seeing any tournaments with High Guard. I think High Guard is going to exist, and that's about as far as it's going to go. What time is it? It is 2:45 on the 26th of January in the year 2026. Mark my words. This game will exist, but it won't exist large enough for it to be featured in anything major gaming-wise. People will talk about it, but people are probably not going to have tournaments about it. It's not going to be an esports type game because it's not going to reach that level. You give it 3 max? I'm just saying, some of the things that they do in this game already kind of don't make sense to me. The whole thing where you have to be near the generator to disarm a bomb that you just casually pick up with your hands. And you're like, it would be like seeing someone play CSGO or Counter-Strike. Yeah, it would be like someone playing Counter-Strike and they're disarming a bomb and they take the bomb off of the thing that's going to be blown up and they're holding it and they're disarming it rather than taking the bomb and throwing it someplace else. So, animation-wise, it's kind of confusing to me.
And an anchor stone. If a generator is successfully destroyed, it does 35 damage to the enemy base. If you can get to the anchor stone, which is harder to assault, more heavily reinforced, and has a longer countdown, it completely destroys the enemy base, ending the match in victory. Getting the enemy base to 0 health is how you win the game. This often ends in a generator blowing up, but not always. There are other ways to do damage to the enemy base. For example, planting a shield breaker and starting a raid will damage the base. And it's not just about attacking. Successfully defending your own base will damage the attacking team's base, so you can win with a great defense. If a raid is successfully defended, the game is not over. Damage will damage.
Hold on, wait a minute. It'll make news, just not for the right reasons. Okay, so here's something else that's drawing my attention. If you defend your base, the other team's base loses health. If you defend your own base, the enemy team's base loses health. And mind you, one of the ways they tell you to damage the team's base is to essentially... Oh, here, sorry. Warframe's trying to boot up without me, but it's not even connected because I don't have my plug-in. So, what incentive is there really to go after the team's base if you have the option of never leaving your own and just defending it? Because if you defend your base, the team takes damage. That reload time is long. Oh, don't forget, you can upgrade your weapons. I don't know. Something about this just seems off to me. Something about it just seems off.
The attacking team's base, so you can win with a great defense. If a raid is successfully defended, the game is not over. Damage is done to your base, and that base health does not regenerate. Players will respawn at their base and ride out for another gear up phase.
On my mount, let's run.
So if a base isn't destroyed, you do step 1 all over again. I don't know. I feel like that just draws things out. I feel like that just draws out a match. If you don't destroy the base, then you go back to phase 1 and you got to do the whole prep to raid a base all over again. I don't know. No, that just feels like it'll draw things out for way too long. Because imagine, you're fighting a team, it just looks cheap. My thing is, it just looks generic. That's the issue. It just looks generic. I know they're saucing up the gameplay and everything, but it just feels really generic to me. Nothing about this seems like revolutionary or new or even appealing in a comparison to other things that other games of its kind is already doing. And it's not unique in saying like it's a raid shooter. It's really not unique when they're calling it a raid shooter. It's just a new name for two ideas that are just squashed together of already pre-existing things that games do. But that's not enough for it to be unique enough for me to say like I can see myself spending over 100 hours playing this because the matches are just that fun. I feel that if I'm in a match and we get to the phase where we raid a base and we fail to do that and we get put back to square one to do the prep phase all over again, and then you got to go through that whole process of trying to get to the base again. And mind you, he said that the health of the base doesn't replenish again. It stays where it's at. So, you know, second time's the charm or third time's the charm, depending on the skill of the player. But I don't know if I'm of the mindset of playing a match where if I fail to bring down a base, I got to do the whole prep phase before we can bring down the base again. And we're going through those steps again. I just feel like that's padding. That's a lot of padding. Because imagine you got someplace to be and you wanted to get this done. I don't see this getting anywhere near completion level. This is going to be like a firework, goes up, looks pretty, big bang, then dust. That is a very apt description. Also, this is what gets me. Is this footage altered? Is this what we're going to get? The footage you're looking at is the footage, is the game today, because remember, the game launched today. This gameplay official launch showcase literally dropped same day as launch. The first bit of footage and explanation as to what this game is was literally the same day as launch, and I don't think that a game should wait until the day of its own launch to tell you, okay, this is what this game does. Because how are you supposed to get people interested? That's a very, very, very risky tactic. Let's not tell anyone what our game does until the day we launch the game. Because it says this video releases at 10 a.m. PT, which means it drops 12 in the afternoon, which is where a lot of games are allowed to go live. So the same time this launch showcase showing you what this game is supposed to be about literally launched the same time as the game. I don't know if that is a good idea to do, especially when you have almost an entire month of silence. Actually, no, it was an entire month of silence because the Game Awards was last year on the 25th. In December, so it's been just a month of straight silence, and then you get the gameplay showcase the very same day as launch. I don't know if that's a good idea to do.
As the match progresses, all the loot in the map upgrades.
Paladin here.
The weapons get stronger, the armor and equipment improves,
I'm just going to say this. The only game where I don't mind rarities and stuff like that and I'm okay with and I've grown used to it is Borderlands. I know there's a lot of games that give you like different rarities and stuff and loot that you can find, but Borderlands is literally my go-to when it comes to getting like better and better stuff over time. I feel like that's it for me. That's just me though. That's just me though.
And the stakes get higher. A match can go anywhere from 1 raid to 4, which means matches can last anywhere from 8 minutes to around 30 minutes, if the teams are really trading raids.
Back in the fight!
Winning a match will often come down to a clutch bomb plant with a few seconds left on the clock.
Someone call for a demolition man. Bomb planted!
Or a tight team fight with mobility, positioning, and shooting skills out in the open world. So that's HighGuard. We're excited for you to try our unique take on this new PvP raid shooter. All you need to know at first is loot up, grab the shield breaker, and raid the enemy base. And stick together. This is a team game. There's lots more to unpack as you start going deeper, but for now, assemble your wardens, and we'll see you in HighGuard. What you just saw is a product of 4 years of experimentation, playtesting, and a whole lot of passion and fun.
And now here's a deeper look at the mechanics, features, and world of HighGuard directly from our team.
Regroup on me.
We're coming in!
Shock spear out!
Ice wall! Up for cover!
See, this is heavily edited.
Would you like to know more?
Great!
When we started, we wanted to make sure that we were making some.
Feels more like Siege in Fortnite. Aesthetic-wise, Fortnite. Mechanics, Siege. That's essentially what it is. It is literally Fortnite if Fortnite had a Siege mode. Pattern off of Rainbow Six. Because you can't tell me the whole idea of raiding another person's base or another person's space is new and inventive in a hero shooter. Because Rainbow Six Siege does this. It's literally the basis of Rainbow Six Siege. Because they got their own heroes as well. You know, the Sledgehammer dude, different... Got a dip, catch you later. Kitty, thank you for tuning in. And to everyone who's over there with Kitty right now, I really do hope you enjoyed yourself, especially the crash outs I had earlier on concerning Josh and Mama. So I appreciate all of you. But, I don't know. This just doesn't strike me. You've seen better divide and conquer games? Yeah, I've seen better as well. This is Rainbow Six Siege. This is Rainbow Six Siege in an open map. In a much bigger map. This is Rainbow Six Siege Fantasy.
Something that played to our strength. But at the same time, we want to bring something new to the table.
Players are always craving something fresh and a game that is not exactly like something they've played before.
I think everyone was on board with
You say that, but this is literally Siege. Siege lets you break through walls and get into an enemy base, while you're using characters that have different characteristics and different properties and they're named. This is not new. The only thing that they got going for them over Siege is the fact that you could ride mounts. That's it.
Fantasy meets ballistic guns. We thought, okay, well, we don't want to do sci-fi. What is the other conceit that we could make? It's like, well, Magic will let us do that.
We wanted to integrate more fantasy elements into a shooter. We knew that we wanted to do like an FPS game. That's our core. That's our bread and butter.
We know how to make shooting feel really good. So we focused on that first.
We're not going to make another BR. We're not going to make an extraction shooter.
We like the open world. We like the base building. We like the survival elements. We like the mobility on mounts.
It's taking all these elements from these different modes and putting them together.
And then that kind of transitioned into our prototyping phase.
The key is to fail fast. right? Because if you can fail a bunch quickly, you just learn a bunch fast. You can get to the good product faster.
We have people totally trying new things and taking big swings because we're small.
Every playtest, there is buckets of feedback. We pride ourselves on finding the fun, and it's sacred when you find it.
The things that survived from the beginning were pretty much raid related.
A raid is where you bang on someone else's base and say, I'm here, and I'm gonna f you up, or maybe not that word.
The raid is the driving factor in most of our choices, from the characters to the weapons, to the raid tools, to the mounts, to the push and pull, the sword.
It's very fun, especially when you're like invading a base.
Each base is different. We try to give it an identity. We try to give it like history, and kind of has its own personality and has its own gameplay.
We discovered that we could make really strong expressions of layout, opportunities where we could go bold.
My favorite one is probably Bell Ringer. It has like the 3 bell towers. It has like candles on these like curved interiors. I love just kind of seeing how the light plays off of it.
The cool thing about our bases in our world is that those bases are discovered in Highguard.
Yep, Fortnite looking terrain, Apex gun mechanics, Siege gameplay. That's essentially what it is. It's a mixture of games that people have played all before into one game. Interesting.
Who discovers them are our wardens.
When you take story and you think about characters deeply, and you think about Highguard and this mysterious land, everything is reinvesting in the world we are building.
One thing that we wanted to do was make sure that like our magic felt not hand wavy. So everything kind of like emanates from a source on the characters, and the characters is kind of what creates that magic.
My favorite warden right now is Scarlet. I really enjoy her shifting sands ability. It's one way that you can silently get into the base, and then the enemy is like totally confused.
Our wardens, I would say, are there to complement our guns in terms of lethality, but they're meant to add tactical and strategic depth to the overall match.
It's exciting. You're at the beginning of a match. You don't know what's going to happen. Endless opportunities.
All the character abilities and the destruction and the gunplay all come together into this really frenetic fight. Philosophically, we are a gun-first game. We want to make sure that gun-on-gun combat is the primary way that you are succeeding in combat.
The guns specifically, I was very hardcore about. Our guns need to be ballistic guns. I want to see people rack it. I want to see all the inner workings of it.
When we shoot the gun, we wanted to make sure that there are tons of moving parts. We want to see like animators being able to have their full.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. I understand they're being very passionate describing how much detail they put into the guns, but at the end of the day, once people have seen enough of those animations for the guns, they're going to be focused elsewhere. So I see where they're going with this, and I applaud them for their dedication and passion towards this. But people don't really be playing games and be all like, "Oh, did you see how that gun reloaded? Oh, that's so cool!" And then a week later, it's all like, "Yeah, I just seen that already," and they're just focusing more on the game. So I'm not trying to deride what they're doing with the animations, because good animations does play a good part on how much people like playing a certain character or like playing a certain thing. But I feel like you should make sure your game is stable and it runs smoothly and it doesn't have any problems. That should be the one thing that you take care of first.
Full creativity to like bring these guns to life.
So we wanted to start from a really grounded, realistic standpoint. When I'm firing a gun, I'm enveloped in it. I know what it is. That is a 5.1 surround design experience to put you behind the gun and make you feel like you're really there firing it.
Maybe I'm slightly biased because this sort of game, this sort of gameplay and this sort of game style has never appealed to me ever. simply because I don't really play PvP type games at all. I like solo or co-op with people. That's pretty much it. I've never played a single match of Fortnite. I have never played a single match of Apex. I've never played Valorant. I have never played what else is out there? I think I played like maybe a match or two of Overwatch, but that was it. And I think I've only played officially when the game came out, not when it was like the beta, but officially when the game came out. I have so far only played one match of Marvel Rivals, simply because I like playing solo games where it's built that way, or co-op games where it's built that way. Warframe, Borderlands, Space Marine 2, Wuthering Waves, what's another one? Monster Hunter. What's another one? Because I got plenty. I got plenty that appeal to me. Avatar, Black Myth Wukong. Single player games and co-op games is what I really like. Elden Ring, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. A bunch of them. Bunch of these I love. Bunch of these I enjoy playing with people as well. These are the games that I like. So maybe it's just simply because this particular game doesn't appeal to me at all that I'm way more critical of it. Maybe. But at the same time, I just feel that a game like this, that looks this generic, did not deserve to get the final spot for the Game Awards' final big reveal moment. I feel like if it was released, if the showcase for this, our first reveal for this was like in the middle of the Game Awards, we could have just seen it and it would have passed and went, and we would have gone on with our merry day. But it was literally the final reveal for the Game Awards, which is pretty much mostly reserved for games that are meant to get your attention to the highest degree. And these are games that promise you, like, oh, you are not ready for what this game is about to do. Get ready, be hyped for it, look forward to it next year. I do not feel like this was a game worthy of being the final reveal for the Game Awards at all. I don't feel like it was. I feel like this is something you could have announced during a state of play or maybe near the beginning of the Game Awards, but not the final reveal for a game that literally came out the next month. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel.
So in Highguard, one of our unique things is our mix between close quarters combat in a raid scenario and open world battles, mounted combat. And we have to be mindful of creating guns that are fun in all those scenarios.
Base rating is this like intense, like
Be mindful of close quarters combat in a raid scenario.
Hold up.
So in Highguard, one of our unique things is our mix between close quarters combat in a raid scenario and open world battles, mounted combat. And we have to be mindful of creating guns that are fun in all those scenarios.
base rating is this like intense like peak of action, right? And it's cranked to 11, but we learned that being cranked to 11 the entire time is a lot of fun, but it's not something you can play for 3-4 hours, right? You need some better pacing there. And that's where the open world kind of helped, right? That's where that pacing break came.
The differentiator factors from our game, I think there are 3 things actually. The loop is very unique, and then I don't think you see a lot of shooters out there that do fantasy. And then the third one is mount combat.
There's this really strong fantasy of like being on a horse and just like shooting people on a horse. One of the designers prototyped it really quick, and very quickly that became like, oh, this is the sauce.
He ended up making a bear, and you're like riding the bear. It was so magical, kind of like running through. The team really latched onto it. I think it kind of set the tone to where everybody was like, oh man, I want to like fulfill that fantasy. I want to play that.
Mounts were created for traversal at first, and then we were like evolving it to be more combat.
The open world is a totally different animal, right? Cover is really far apart, and it's a different kind of fight. And the way mounts incorporate into that combat is honestly super fun.
You want to have kind of like these rolling vistas that promote mount combat. You want there to be excitement to be able to like get out and go roam.
The beauty about Highguard is that we're just at the surface. The characters have just found certain parts of that land, but they're going to continue to discover new things.
Highguard is a lost continent that has suddenly re-emerged mysteriously, missing in action for hundreds of years, to the point where most people in this world don't even believe it's real.
Highguard itself is kind of a land of mystery, and each map is a snapshot of what that continent used to look like.
Closer to where Highguard was rediscovered, we stick with a lot more modern architecture. You got a lot of very big machinery. You have a giant wall, you have steam vents. The more we go inland, the more magical and ancient it gets.
When Highguard first returned, everyone rushed to this land, and they all died. And it became clear that the only ones who could survive in this magical land are those with that gift of magic.
And they are brought to this place by a mysterious organization called the Iron Vigil. And they are brought to this place.
I look at her and I see a mixture of Sombra and Moira from Overwatch. I look at her and I see that mix.
Place by a mysterious organization called the Iron Vigil.
At first, when you meet the Iron Vigil, they are the ones who help bring you to the land of Highguard.
They're in a position of power because they broker all of the contracts that the Wardens take on. You see all of these characters being drawn like a moth to the flame to Highguard, and over time you're going to see how big that flame gets.
We've picked our favorite things here and there, but I feel like we found a vision and stuck to it and created something that's genuinely new.
We knew when we started we wanted to make a shooter, and we knew we wanted to make something that was live service. And so we've been planning for that for a very long time. In fact, we already have a year's worth of post-launch content already deep in development.
There's a lot of live service fatigue right now, right? These games tend to hit you with a FOMO, which I think players have gotten wise to, for good reason. We're building a game that people want to come back to.
So the way our post-launch plan is broken up is what we call episodes. So each episode will be roughly 2 months, broken into 2 halves. We'll have a part 1 and a part 2. With launch, we'll have a special occasion with an episode 1, and that'll bring 5 maps, 6 bases, 8 wardens, 10 weapons with 11 mods that change up how those weapons play, over a dozen other items in the loot pool, and 3 raid tools, all at launch day. And then, just in a couple of weeks, we're gonna have episode 2, which kicks off with a new warden, a new mount type, a brand new map, and we're really excited to bring our first new mode, Ranked, to the table. So that'll be coming in 2 weeks. And then from there, we'll be in our regular cadence.
Watch and burn.
Calling it now, $20 mount cosmetic armor. We'll see. Because the thing about free-to-play games, you can't just be running off of wishes alone. You can't just be running off of hopes and dreams, and that continues to fund you. There's gonna be something that's gonna cost some money. So the question is, how are they going to do monetization?
Experience with this game is the care and the attention that went into making the gameplay satisfying and rewarding.
You put all this love into a project and feel like you went to battle together, and to put that creative project in front of the world to play and get the feedback and see the joy it brings people, you just want to keep doing that.
I love my job, and part of that is I love this team. I'm just trying to have fun.
But we want the community to feel like they don't need to read an entire book before they play the game. We want them to feel like they are a part of that book and be a part of the journey as we kind of discover it with them.
Going from a blank page to a game that we are excited to play on the weekends. So I'm proud of the game, but I'm proud of the team getting to that point.
This is the fun part!
Make it a raid!
Firing! I'm coming for you! I have the shield breaker.
We hope you enjoyed that first episode and the in-depth look into the gameplay of Highguard. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to show you more about our game, and we hope that you'll try it out for yourself.
For those of you who want to learn even more about the game and our universe, be sure to check out the Field Codex on YouTube and our official website. And please follow us on social to get the latest news, patch notes, and updates about the game.
And most importantly, Highguard is free to play and available right now on Steam, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Remember, the first War Chest is completely free for all players, and we're hitting the ground running with our next episode coming in just 2 weeks. We can't wait to grow and build this game with all of you. From all of us here at Wildlight, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in Highguard.
Get ready,
Oh, they're showing the trailer again.
Today, my destiny blooms.
Reinforcing a wall.
Let's get this job done.
Some loot here. This one's got some bite. Attacking! Dropped an enemy. Smells like you need some upgrades. Enjoy.
Storm brewing. Shield breaker forming.
That really does sound like Jeremy Lee.
Shield breaker. Throwing fire.
I've been meaning to say that the whole video, but that sounds like Jeremy Lee.
Calling in the siege tower.
Attacking.
Get ready in there.
Hiding in plain sight. Everyone with me, let's go.
Getting this bomb planted.
Let's show them who we are.
Like I said before, I'm probably a tad bit biased to this sort of gameplay, simply because I don't like this sort of gameplay at all. And I don't mess with this sort of gameplay. But what I will say, and I'm not going to say the game is dead on arrival, what I will say is I hope this game works out for the studio, because unlike a lot of other games that have big names publishing them and funding them and giving them a whole bunch of access to, like resources and everything, they're doing this themselves. They're not being published by any big names. The very same people who are currently making this game are the same people publishing this game. So I'll say, I hope it works out for them. But I'll also say, if it doesn't, I wouldn't even be surprised. So that's all I'm saying about that. But yeah, I really wonder, is this Jeremy Lee who's Scarlet? I'm trying to pay attention to the voice.
Once a princess from the desert kingdom of Essence, Scarlet left her throne behind to become a hero for the Iron Vigil.
Lean back and let the sands guide our way.
She wields the shifting sands from the
Yeah,
ancient
that's Jeremy
homeland
Lee.
of her people to enhance her agility, stealth, and aim. Scarlet uses these shifting sands to camouflage herself, allowing her to flank unnoticed or escape unseen.
Let's do this.
She can shift destructible walls into sand, allowing her and her allies to infiltrate enemy bases in silence. Every dead end is an opportunity.
Let's make this hard for them.
And when she finds her target, she calls upon the shifting sands to power and guide her aim as she throws an arsenal of daggers at the enemy with deadly precision. Scarlet is as tough as the desert she comes from, with a heart that's just as beautiful. She's known throughout the realm as the Warden of the People, because she could have had it all, but gave it all up to look out for the little guy instead. I was talking about other little guys. You can take care of yourself.
Interesting. Better not be at the tail end of the stream. You are! You are! I've already had multiple crash outs during the nonsense of Josh and Mama. We're done looking at them. And I was going to go ahead and call it a session so that way I can eat myself some food. But, yeah. So, wow. What a What a stream full of food heresy and screaming and crashouts. But also checking out Highguard and its gameplay. Yeah, I really hope it does well for what little hype it tried to gain, because it didn't even promote itself. This is a game that didn't even promote itself until literally the day before. And the only person that was promoting it was essentially the Game Awards account and Jeff Keighley. But it saw no marketing, nothing. Just silence, and we're just now seeing it. So I don't know if that's going to work out for them in the end, but we'll see. If we hear about how the game isn't doing well, it'd be no surprise. If it does well, hey, more power to them. But just know that I'm never messing with Hytale because it's not the game for me. I'm going to be messing with Code Vein because we start that series later this week. But that's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for me to eat some food, and then, I gotta record that one Tsunami video. I'll do that a little bit later, and I'm gonna be messing with some Warframe as well, so I'm gonna be taking my time doing that. But, got some things to do before this day is over, and there's a lot of snow outside, but I believe it's starting to melt since the sun is out. That little mini blizzard we had yesterday is starting to subside, and now we can see the road again. But, overall, craziness with the insanity of Josh and Mama. Wow, I still got the Sakamoto Days things up. Sorry. That's one thing I forgot to do. My bad. But we still have the, we covered the food heresy, Josh and Mama. It's just like I feel like that's what's kind of drained me. And then Highguard just drained me even more. So it's just those two. They really had it in for me today. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been me looking at Food Heresy and Highguard. So, I'm going to bid you all adieu, so that way I can rest my brain and actually enjoy the rest of my day with things that fill me with happiness. So, to CDs, Hybrid, Kitty, Chris, everyone else who showed up here today, just wanted to say thank you for taking this time to, be with me and just enjoy the insanity that I immerse myself in on a usual basis. It is always an honor and privilege to be your entertainer, and I just wanted to say thank you for everything you have ever done for me, because this channel would not be where it is without you. But I'm done. It's time for me to eat. Hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and even consider checking out the Patreon, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you, and because I know you're coming back anyway. Have a fantastic day, and once again, almost choked saying that. Once again, as always, later, peoples! Thank you, Kitty. No, that deserves an applause. Thank you, Kitty, for the super chat. Give it up for her. All right, I'm out this time. Later, peoples.